She still seems to be human.
I see. Irina, come here instead, please.
He's like getting past Rahadin and kind of pulls everything.
I
Come over here. She kind of glance. Perhaps you can. I forgot what voice I was using.
He's just gonna roll his eyes and reluctant. He really wants to lick everywhere before he leaves, but he.
sit by her. I see any bites.
She's currently wearing.
It's a perceptive card.
Yeah, the bites in her neck, but fresh. First met her. Nothing new.
How many days old?
I've been traveling. So it's probably about a day or two before you met her.
So
Strahd then kind of door where Rahadin came in, carrying and putting them down. Really good. It's what like you've recognized the label just from glancing at it. The seen before.
I stole bottles of.
Correct. You stole the elusive. They haven't been able to make it. And pouring the wine into your thing as if they were never there. They also uncover and you see like some roasted you have a tureen of soup. What looks like freshly cooked. Go ahead. What were you?
As an Shirin.
Sure. Roll me. It looks. You don't see any
action just in front of everybody. Just gonna.
So, you and your people starts glowing. This thing, Rahad doing a lot. No specific spell.
And that what that looked like is Sarah just adjusted her goggles so that when they started glowing.
you cast a spell. I say, this is our host.
Huh?
Kale is going to slip Squeak under the table. See, he's not going to do anything because he's got a.
Yeah,
Sharp little teeth suddenly sink into your legs, Sarah. Strahd kind of turn and look at you. Strahd just smiles and puts things in.
Yeah, these guys, for me, just in hardly.
Dana's gonna recast level 1 cure wounds, like I'm patting Sarah's shoulder, like there.
I normally smell good.
Oh, that you do. You smell quite delectable. Come see.
I don't think that's what it is.
Wait, that was Escher, the guy sitting next to her, saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and look at him and say, sorry, but dear Sarah has a...
No, I could.
Are you grandmother?
Sarah's going
yeah, look, man, yeah, I could.
I can assure you, be quite a...
Sure.
Sarah's mind, easy to get to my target. Like they
Vile face palming. Going, oh, Sarah.
would not be very. Yeah, of course. Let's, later. Anywho, yeah, sorry for my outburst. May we continue our dinner? And she's this little spider bot. This is
By the way, you see the little young woman over here.
This little robot
There's an automaton here in my castle. Perhaps later I will summon him and you can tell me.
That would be excellent, actually. You know what? If we can, just.
Asher kind of grins.
Yeah, this place is cool. I like this place. Anyway, who's the other people that you know? I don't know.
Strahd smiles. Older. This Asher kind of very young woman, and this
Looking for?
well, he does either.
Don't seem to be paying any attention.
Um, and their relationship.
Yeah.
Uh,
In the
There's a
basement
reason.
with all
There's
the
a
girlfriends.
reason why there's the bride.
Yeah.
Nah.
no, I was talking about the Gertrude stuff.
Well,
I don't
Gertrude's
mind it.
6 or 8.
Yeah, but the whole comment. Oh well, I'll wait. I'm waiting for her to.
No, she's technically
Oh, no.
she is technically quote unquote an adult in the society. In fact, she's,
Yeah.
where people are routinely married at like younger ages than that. But as far as he's concerned, concerned that she still could use a few, some time on her.
Yeah.
Just to be more
Um,
educated or more civilized or something like that. At least that's the implication
Yeah.
that he's giving. Maybe it's just like aging wine, but
Oh God. Uh.
And Nan's going to comment. Well, they say patience is quite the virtue.
Sarah cannot help but like grimace a little bit. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. Well, that's lovely, actually. You know what? It's just lovely that you're just living your best life here in Barovia.
I am.
Nana's going to smile like, well, I think it is quite nice too. After all, I see this land as quite full of potential.
Happy.
Oh, but it is. Back when I first started ruling this place, I had but one village to oversee. That would be Barovia Village, and since then it has expanded mightily. We have Valaki, we have Kresik, we have trade routes, we have a winery, and he gestures at the cups of wine that make such exquisite wine.
Kale's just gonna cough and just be like, not anymore.
What was that, dear boy? And he looks over towards Kale.
Oh, nothing.
Please don't get us.
Nana's going to offer a handkerchief to Kale. Like, Kale, dear, your cough is getting quite worse.
And of course, he's the one that yelled at you guys not to behave.
Yeah.
As she's looking over at Kale in grandmotherly concern, like, perhaps you ought to retire early too, dearie.
Perhaps you should, yes.
Shakes his head and goes back to like sipping at the wine and just looking thoughtful.
I can't wait till we get back in that session, and then like we come back and Emily's going back and is like, okay, so I got a date, and Kale nearly killed us all.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a couple of questions.
Only two. We probably have more than that, Sarah, but go ahead.
So you have Irina, that's cool. What exactly do you plan on doing with her?
Well, she holds the soul of the love of my mortal life.
Exactly. Believes that somehow you're wanting some relationship with her, are you not?
Irina is kind of like sitting there. She's giving weird-eyed looks at Lyra, and she's like holding a glass of wine but not sipping it. She doesn't even seem to be really eating.
Yeah, I look at her with sympathy and I say back to him, I don't I don't really know much about what happened to her before. Would
Oh
you
yeah, why
mind?
don't you? Oh, sorry. Continue.
Would you mind telling us what happened to your love, so we know what the extent of this sadness is, or is it too sad for you to remember?
Oh, I always remember. But sometimes the telling is muddled. I'd rather not speak of it right now.
That's understandable.
What do you think of the food, the drink?
Real
Actually,
good.
I would probably have taken 2 sips of wine, but she hasn't eaten yet either. She'll just take a small bite of the food.
Trying to decide how Kale feels about the wine. He hasn't touched any of the food either. He's kind of focused on the alcohol.
Well, it is the best wine in the land.
Yeah.
But how does it compare to, like, stuff from back home?
Druid ice wine? Druid made
Yeah,
ice wine
I mean,
versus,
like,
wizard made Darklands wine. They would both be good, but be in different ways.
So Kale's just kind of still looking at the wine glass that is slowly draining, and he would ask Strahd, "Did you write the piece of music you were playing yourself?"
Of course, dear boy.
Hmm.
Of course.
You're very good on that. What instrument? What is it called?
It is an organ, of course. I have had years to practice on it.
Hmm.
The girl over there, Gertrude, is busy now uh, eating some of the bread and taking some of the roast for herself. And I imagine
Hmm.
Layla is just kind of staring at it, trying to decide whether she should eat or not.
Yeah, I think we're all kind of in that position. At least,
Sarah's chowing down.
yeah. I kind of see that, and I just kind of look at the rest of you and I say, it's probably best that we at least make our host feel happy that he has invited us here. So let us eat our meal and be happy he is so generous.
The food is the best you've had in a while, Sarah. Possibly ever.
Yeah.
Guys,
Nana's
you gotta try this. It's so good.
Nana's eating slowly and delicately.
Yeah,
It's like
Nana, this
it's like magically good.
yeah.
And I don't mean that by like it's magical. I mean like it's actually just like really good.
For you, Nana, this is probably about some of the better meals that you might have had when you were in Lauren at some point.
yeah.
Like a nice restaurant there. Because Lauren has our level technology.
Uh, so, as far as I'm concerned, this food's probably the best I've ever had, considering where I grew up.
Probably. I mean, considering you spent most of your time in a temple, right? Instead of like going to eating out at any of the fine restaurants in Glamourpool.
Well, yeah, I don't think I was welcome in any of them, was I?
Well, you would have been. You probably would have been the only drow.
Ah,
But it's like it's not that they hated drow there. It's just that you would have been an oddity.
ah.
Nana's going to take a bite and comment like, "Oh yes, this takes me back to the day, back to my youth," and she's going to smile.
And probably the
Used to
best
be young.
I've had since I got exiled.
Oh yeah. This kind of brings you back to life in the palace. You see Irina like picking up a fork and eating a little bit, just probably to keep up strength.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. I know Irina does not speak Elvish, so I can't talk to her that way.
So, Strahd says after a while, after seeing some people eat a bit more of the food, and
Only heard the very end of that. I don't know if that's the same for everybody else.
Yeah, it was kind of cut off at the first.
Strahd just said so.
Ah,
And I was
Yes.
just giving frame of reference as to how long until he did that. Sorry.
ah.
It is most unusual when someone gets into these lands without me knowing about it. All but one of you are oddities.
I kind of look around and say, which one of us is not odd? I think we're all a bit odd, aren't we?
Oh, that would be her, and he gestures at Nana.
Oh,
Nana
I know when
smiles.
she came into these lands, but for the rest of you, quite a surprise.
yes, I'm sure it's quite a surprise to see a cleric of Quar in your lands, isn't it?
No, that is not what I meant. Usually I'm quite aware when the Vistani bring some people in, or if the mists happen to pull some folks in. You just suddenly appeared on my, well, on my
Radar?
senses. I would say radar, except they wouldn't have any knowledge of what radar is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, probably. I would say your awareness, yes. True.
Sorry for intruding. I wish I couldn't have, but
I mean, Lee coming here probably saved my life, so
Yeah, we're not here by choice.
I lost my biggest catch, but you know, I'm over that now. It's been a while.
Kind of looking at Sarah again.
And Layla's
Yes.
like, Sarah, not that again.
Oh, Nana's going to simply smile like, well, I am one for having
Speaking of
quite
which,
the
where in the
time.
world did Sarah's token go?
she's under Escher.
Ah, thank you. Probably my cat sat on my keyboard and I still had her selected.
Nana's just going to simply smile like, well, I, for one, am having quite the time here. Being back in this land is bringing back to the memories of the vigors of my youth. And she's just going to smile again.
And
Kale just scowls at her and she's like, and he's like, I would have to say that this is the exact opposite of. I've never seen so much mud in one place.
the mud bothers you, dear boy.
Well, everything was frozen where I'm from most of the time. There wasn't mud.
Well, if
There
you
also-
want frozen, there are some frozen peaks to the south. It is quite cold there.
How cold? No.
Quite cold. If you really long for icy days, you might enjoy taking a stroll down there.
Right? But what's going to try to eat me if I go down there? That's the other problem with this place. Everything.
I've heard rumors that there is a rather large bird that haunts the past down there. Perhaps you would do me the favor of slaying it.
A large bird, you say?
Yes.
What does this bird look like?
And he kind of gives a description. Roll a nature check.
I'm good at this.
That's definitely not my strong point.
Yeah, you hear the description of what he's talking about, Sarah, and immediately recognize that he's talking about a rock.
Oh my goodness! Are you hiring us for a hunt? Is that what I'm hearing?
I would
Of
actually
quid
be
pro
willing
quo.
to.
Sarah just kind of like, yes.
Kale smirks and asks Strahd, "Do you have any werewolves she can pet while we're here?"
Oh my
Actually,
God.
I
Okay,
do.
Sarah, Strahd,
I
you're like the
have
best person ever. You're so chill. God, this is so cool.
I have a werewolf in the basement right now. He's chained up. But maybe if I muzzle him for you, you can pet him.
Uh,
Guys, can we live here?
I just no.
That's exactly Kale's thoughts too. It's like, this isn't so bad. I mean, what's a couple bites? What's a couple holes in your neck?
yeah. This is
Yeah,
Loria's worst nightmare.
Vanna looks at Sarah like, I did not picture spending my twilight years in comfort, my dearie.
Sorry?
Never mind, dear. Take a breath. Calm down. One thing at a time.
Okay. Kind of whispers to Nana. Also, even if we don't end up living here, we could totally get the castle if we kill him, right? Like in the end. Like, we can
Nana
keep the
just kind of
castle.
sighs and says, that is not dinner appropriate conversation. She's going to slightly smack her hand.
Should I? I don't know. Did Kale hear that? Like, should he have Squeak bite her again? Let's
Roll
see.
perception.
I am perceiving.
Ooh.
Oh God!
Yeah,
Oh,
you
well.
heard that.
Oh boy, I'm betting Strahd heard that too. If I
I hope not.
I I really want to use the other one. Like, I want to do this and see if she gets knocked out.
No. All right, I'll make that con save.
Oops. No.
God, if
Good
I
thing
fail.
good thing that Squeak doesn't use my save. you just got this like death glare from Kale.
Just kind of slams the desk, the table a little bit, and just kind of tries to keep her smile up.
Usher just inhales again and smiles brighter at Sarah.
So sweet.
Sarah winks.
And he smiles, showing his fangs.
There might be a little poison mixed in with that one.
Nana's gonna look to kind of Sarah and Kale, but maybe also include Strahd in this one. Children, please behave. We are guests. And she's gonna wag a finger towards them too.
Sarah just gives you a look. You could probably read it on her face that she's like, I'm going to have so much fun murdering this guy.
Nana kind of no, she's not wearing glasses. If she had glasses, she'd be looking at you over them with a very strong grandmotherly disapproval.
Kale to give her the most innocent smile that he could possibly give.
Oh boy, this is probably not gonna end well for me.
Strahd also looks over at Sarah again. So, I was offering to let you look at a mechanical man I happen to have possessive of.
Yes.
And he looks over towards his servant. Radin, please go fetch Piddlewick. Radadin bows. Of course, my lord. And he goes off.
Okay, so once Raiding's out of earshot, I whisper to Irina and say, "We're trying to help you, but I don't think we can."
Arena reaches over and pats Alira on the hand and leans in towards her, attempting to whisper as softly as she can. We need to rescue the girl. She does not seem to know how much danger she's in.
I'm not sure what I can do either there. You know where she's being kept?
In her mind, she is here of her own free will and has a bedroom upstairs. Not leaving this place as long as he is still interested in her.
I see. So, and actually, I kind of look at her and say, "I know exactly what he's done to her then. But I'm not sure we can help her either, considering his power."
By the way, Wave, you've been so quiet. Is there anything your character is up to at this point?
I'm just keeping my head low. I don't want to get stabbed.
Okay.
That's fair enough.
Well, yeah, you keep Sarah keeps getting stabbed, technically.
By a duck or a pseudo dragon. I'm actually surprised at how well he's rolling.
Yeah, you keep saying, "Oh, I think I'm gonna do this." It's only not gonna do anything. 6 damage.
It's like, yeah, he's actually gonna hit her. Oh, oops.
And you get sharp little teeth and a sharp tail.
Yeah. Uh,
Soon Rahadin returns with a mechanical being in tow that is walking on its own accord.
Oh my god. Sarah's like very excited.
Not creepy looking.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Immediately out of my seat to go inspect it. Also, that name's familiar.
The toy just seems to stare at you, Sarah, as if it knows.
Knows what? Did I kill that dog? What? Wait, I didn't kill that dog. Never
That
mind.
that you know that you have the thoughts of inappropriate thoughts of Nana. I don't know what.
It knows my pain.
Like I think you should just ask Mordenkainen to cast that mind wipe on you.
That's the best option, yeah. Hi, buddy. How are you?
It just stares up at you.
Mm-mm.
Oh well, this is very neat. It's very well made.
It was made for Titania. To entertain her. Irina, that actually makes
Oh.
Irina look around and look at it. And fur her brow a bit. Or brow a bit.
What exactly does it do? Other than be creepy.
Well, it is based off of a fool who died a long time ago. Named Piddlewick. So this is Piddlewick too. After he died, von Rurg, the famous von Rurg built this creature to replicate him, basically.
Hmm.
Although, Strahd taps his chin. Now that I think about it, Piddlewick was actually still alive when Piddlewick 2 was built. But he did die soon after, yes. He nods his head. Sometimes it is hard to remember. It was a long time ago.
Comforting.
Yeah,
Then it's going to
indeed.
simply agree and say, yes, the burden of age.
Aye, yes, yes.
Oh man.
It just tilts its head this way and that. The eyes still burrowing into you, Sarah.
Hmm. I pat it on the head.
Like speak or dance or sing, or does it just?
Its little mouth seems to open in an O, but it doesn't make any sound.
Hmm. Don't really know where to go from here because I can't just pick it up and take it. Um. Hmm. Well, thank you so much for showing me that. I'm gonna write some notes down, and this is just a really cool thing. I'm glad I got to see it.
Do you think you can make anything like it? I saw your spider. Perhaps you can make something similar to this.
She kind of like strokes her chin. I probably could. If I really put my mind to it, I probably could. It'd take a while though.
Well,
Perhaps you could borrow it to study it further.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. That's a great idea actually. Could I take it with me?
roll persuasion.
I'll help
I'm
with that. Why not?
Advantage.
all right.
Sir, that would be all right. You can take it with you. Perhaps you will find a use for it when you're off killing that rock.
That
Perhaps you will
sounds
bring back
super.
a new toy to tempt Titania back to herself.
That's great. Um, okay, what I want to do, because I know Gertrude has been just kind of like sipping her soup this entire time, not really
Well,
paying attention.
she ate. You know, she finished her soup. She ate bread. She ate some roasts. She's now like moved on to dessert at this point.
You just like mechanically shoveling it in, or like
No. She looks like the. She basically looks like the teenage girl, like the 16 to 18 set who is suddenly rich and being doted on by somebody, and is trying to enjoy everything she has in front of her, not realizing that this might come at the cost. You know the type.
young and innocent.
Oh,
Young and
is she?
young and innocent from a poor background, suddenly being given rich clothes and rich food
I can imagine.
by an older man.
I can imagine over the course of the dinner, Sarah's attention has been shifting, back and forth between Gertrude and the other people at this table, simply because of the description of the red shadow we've been given, and that I believe this could be wrong, but I believe that the red shadow was supposed to be disguised as a woman.
That was unlikely to be a woman.
Unlikely to be a woman.
Yeah.
Okay. In
Yeah.
that case, it would have been this boy that that would have been
Asher.
taken. Yeah,
Your boyfriend. Yeah.
yeah, my
It is.
um,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's either that one or this one.
yeah. So I kind of want to do kind of like a general insight of kind of like what exactly is like any of them acting a part. Basically, it's like any of them like acting
Alright,
character. Basically.
Okay,
Like,
that's going to be a hard DC since you don't actually know either of them, but go for it. Let's see
yeah,
what happens.
yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to get a general vibe. It's not gonna be good though. I don't have a
Yeah.
good insight.
All right.
It's not
This is-
advantage, but
So
Yeah,
you've noticed that Escher's attentions seem to be a lot on you. Like it's not simply that you sat next to him. There's some stuff about you that seems to have attracted him. Although he does
Yeah.
definitely, enjoy the attentions of Strahd, but he's also attracted to you. Rahadin, from what you can tell, has just been silently watching everything going on in this room. Like, if you had done anything even remotely like stealing a piece of cutlery, he would know about it. Whether or not he confronted you about that is another question. But
Yeah.
you get this feeling
okay,
that
so
he would
maybe
definitely
you did hear
know.
about maybe you did hear about me conspiring to take the castle, but whatever. Okay, so all right. I'm just I'm putting that out there that like Sarah's trying to get a read on people around just to try and pin who the Red Shadow might be. Yeah, because it's got to be someone close to Strahd. I'm thinking. These two are very good candidates, I reckon.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, well, does it have a name?
Piddlewick the Second.
The second?
Yes. Because he
Okay.
very much resembles the for which he was created after.
Right.
Hmm. I wonder why. Um. All right. Well, thank you so much. This means a lot, Strahd.
Mm.
Honestly, I'm down for this rock killing thing.
Mm.
Are there any other? Kale would ask Strahd if there's any other wild wonders that we should see while we're here.
Either in my castle. Well, I believe dear Sarah was also interested in touching a werewolf.
Yes.
If that is true, that can still be arranged.
That would be great.
How about any of the rest of you? What would
Sorry,
the
you cut
rest
out.
of he's asking what the rest of you might be interested in.
Library
Mm.
and a wine cellar. For research purposes.
A wine cellar for research purposes.
Yes.
I'm afraid that you would not enjoy the wine cellar as much as one might think. Right now, only the servants can easily get into it. They are not molested, as it were, but those not accustomed to my rooms might not find themselves in such a good state.
Mm.
Well, they don't molested, so. Say anything about library, because that cut off. If it did.
Yeah, I think that seems to be what he was actually talking about. Like
Okay,
certain
so
places are
it's not safe to go.
yeah.
Well, that's a disappointment.
Perhaps if you have found the time to deal with the rock, as I suggested, perhaps at some point maybe you will see more of my castle.
Mm. Mm.
Hmm.
So,
I mean, yeah, guys, just
go ahead.
guys, like what you want here. Strahd's a nice guest of offering all this cool stuff.
Very nice, generous host. I agree.
I guess the only question is, now that we have finished our meal, if you would like to spend the night here, or if you wish to be on your way.
The bedroom safer than the library and the wine cellar.
Of course.
Yeah, sure. I would love to see more of the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Indeed.
why not?
We wouldn't want to refuse your hospitality since you offered.
Honestly, traveling these lands at night isn't the best.
No, it is not, but... So, does anyone else wish to see the werewolf, or just your friend Sarah here?
If nobody goes with her, I'll go with her just to keep her from doing something stupid. But if someone else goes, then no.
I will follow Sarah. After all, somebody must keep her safe when her head gets too in her projects. Nana will smile.
And I believe
And then she'll also.
I believe Layla will also go, considering that she feels responsible towards Sarah at various points, and pretty much just wants to keep, wants to go and protect her.
Cal will send Squeak with Nana. Just in case somebody needs to be bitten or stung.
All right, so it's settled. Werewolf time.
All right, I'm just trying to find the most efficient way of getting down there.
Yeah.
Good. The steps to it are literally right there. Good. Doesn't have to take you down a weird path towards anything. So Rahadin kind of steps outside and says, "Come this way if you're interested in seeing this."
Okay.
Before Nana leaves the room, she kind of gives a clumsy courtesy to Strahd and says, "Thank you for your hospitality, dearie," and then leaves.
And Sarah, since you have also run Strahd in the past, you said, yes?
Yes.
I'm giving you control of Piddlewick. So you'll be able to move him around as needed.
Cool.
Yeah, just keep in mind, Sarah doesn't know anything about what's in that character.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay, so I can just gather you into a group of 4. Where's Squeak?
He's gonna freak out when he sees.
I don't think I have a token out for him. Hold on
There we
one
go.
second.
I got it. Can you see?
I imagine
can you
Squeak
see
will be on
the token?
Yeah, I can see the token for Squeak.
No,
I can't
can you
see with the token. I can move him, but I can't see with him.
Okay.
He's got the same dark vision that I do.
Yeah, I'll fix that. Yep. Yeah, I might have to resave the token, but I'll fix the lighting thing. Here we go. That we'll be able to see. And so anybody who wants to go, just make sure you're there. And
good luck.
Alright, arranging the tokens. Bring you there.
I mean, if there's still wine in Kale's glass, he's not leaving yet.
Yeah, there's still wine, there's dessert. This is map 12, okay. Yeah, there are a lot of maps for Ravenloft. And sometimes it's hard to tell what goes where.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I believe this is the right one, even though the map seems to indicate something else. Because it says K-12, and that was definitely the staircase for K-12. So this basically, after moving your way down a couple of layers, you eventually find yourself in a dark and dingy basement. And let me give you the correct description of the area. The stairs descend into black, still water that fills an arched hallway before you. The water's surface is like a dark, mirrored glass, disturbed only occasionally by thwack of drop falling from the ceiling. 20 feet ahead, arched doorways lead downward from each side of the hallway. In each arched doorway, an iron door stands closed and partially submerged. You hear a weak cry for help beyond the southern door. Ah, yes, it's been leaking again down here. Sorry about that. And Fahadin kind of, let's see, let me double check something real quick. Kind of puts out a hand, and you see the water start to push away from that southern door, kind of like all of it suddenly rushing up towards the north and down that way, giving you guys a safe path to traverse. This way, please.
I follow him.
Mm-hmm.
He goes and unlocks this door, which seems to be drying out as most of the water seems to have been pushed away. A mold-covered ceiling hangs above you. It looks like the water was pretty deep here at some point, but has now been pushed off to the side. In fact, not only has it been pushed out that way, it's also been pushed onto this side of the corridor. 10-foot square cells, their entrances blocked by iron bars, line both sides of the hall. From one of the cells, you hear a gruff voice ask, "Who's there?" You could see hands kind of gripping around the bars in the dark.
Your new best friend.
I'll believe that when I see it.
Come forward. If Rahadin's not gonna stop me.
And you see this individual behind. Oh, I thought he had a picture. Here's the handout. And you see this strapping young man behind that door. A strong young
sweaty.
man clutches the bars to his cell while struggling to keep his teeth from chattering. His clothes are shredded and he is soaked from head to toe. Who are you?
My name is Sarah. Pleasure to meet
You
you.
can, and you can call me Nana, dearie.
And why are you here at my cell?
Well, word around the street is you're a werewolf.
He lets out a long sigh and closes his eyes a moment. That's why you're here.
Yeah.
Look, I did not eat any of your family members. I have not been with my pack for some time now, so I am not responsible for anything they are doing.
No, that's not what I'm asking. I want to know. Is Rahadin watching us?
Yeah, he's watching you.
Sorry?
Yes, he is watching you from down the hall.
Okay.
Does Nana need to go create a distraction?
Yeah, could you? It's gonna be super good. Dude, I actually don't have a game plan. I don't know. I have no
Hey,
idea how I'm going to.
Nana, last session, do you remember rolling to see if the insanity surrounding Rahadin got to you?
Not me?
Yeah.
No, I did roll and nothing happened.
Okay.
I made those wisdom saves. You
Sarah
want
was
me to
the
make
only
it
one that
again?
got hit by that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got hit by that.
I was just trying to think if anybody else that had needed to roll, they'll need to roll again. I'm basically treating it as I'm trying to treat it as that anyone who hadn't rolled yet needs to roll, and anyone else needs to roll again in 24 hours.
Mhm.
Yeah,
All right.
Kitty punched the crap out of Rahadin last time because you had a monk and he stunned Rahadin. Took him down.
Um. Well, to create a distraction, Nana's gonna ask where the bathroom is. She's just going to get this
Good a
smile.
distraction
It's
as
like,
any.
and just start
That-
blabbering about the wine and somehow and completely go off topic about everything, everything, but mostly saying, "Oh yes, and where's the bathroom, dearie? I think I drank a little too much at dinner. Oh, it happens when you age."
and while that's happening, Sarah, what are you doing exactly?
I'm getting real close as I can to the bars. Okay, listen. You don't like Strahd, I assume, because he's kind of like locked you up in here
Mm,
like a dog.
that is rather a rude way of putting it, but yes.
I didn't realize I didn't realize that it is offensive because you are a werewolf. But anyway, uh, do you want to okay? Do you have anybody else in your pack along with you? That just want to kind of like take him down. When the time comes, of course.
Kind of like stares at you. You are here under his protection, and you. This is an interesting way of interrogation.
I'm not trying to interrogate you. No, 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 no. I'm trying to.
Roll persuasion.
Yeah, I just realized how this looks. God, I'm bad at this. Okay.
I don't know if Kale is listening in to help.
But these rolls though.
You didn't do too bad.
Emil kind of sighs and closes his eyes. If you are telling the truth, and I'm not truly one of the allies of Strahd, I know my wife will help, and with her, if we get the pack to follow us, the pack will help.
Okay. Where is your pack? Like, where do they live?
Strahd already knows this, so it's not like I'd be telling you anything he doesn't already know in case I am wrong. That they live in. Where is you, map? Map, come here, map. Where are you? I need you, map. There we go. They are up. They're up near Krezik, in the mountains past
Oh,
Lake
okay.
Baratok.
Okay, okay. Alright, sweet. Okay. Yeah, we'll just go and have a chat with your wife, and probably rally up some werewolves to help us in the fight to come. I also need to warn you. Ooh, I don't actually know if I should tell you this. I don't know. This is troubling. No, it's probably someone close to Strahd, right? It's not this guy. There's almost zero chance that this guy's a Red Shadow, because I
Up
can't
to
imagine Red
you.
Shadow just be chilling. Sorry, you cut out.
Up to you to decide that.
Um. Okay. Um. Yeah, I'll just tell him this. Okay, what we're going to do is there's more goals that we have via the attacking Strahd thing, but we definitely want you on our side for that. So, we'll come back and get you when the time comes, okay?
He sighs and nods a bit. If I'm still
All right.
alive.
Yeah, what'd you do to get in here anyway? Like, why? were you just against Strahd and he just arrested you?
I caused a schism in my pack.
Okay, yeah. So Strahd keeps kind of a tight leash on the. Oh, God damn, these dog jokes are really bad. They're accidental. Um, he keeps a close watch on the werewolves.
Of course.
Okay.
Look, ages ago, he even had a werewolf wife. She kept him
Oh,
safe when the entire castle was nearly burned to the ground by a betrayer, from what I understand.
that is interesting. Man, he really is into all types. Okay, yeah, that's all we need from you. I look forward to working together with you in the future. And don't worry, I will succeed in this hunt. And Sarah winks and goes on. So what are you guys talking about?
On a scale, how distracted was Nana making Rahadin?
Rodden was just like
Rahadin's
staring
just
over
been
your.
staring at you, Sarah, as if, like, why are you asking me these things, sort of eyes? Unless you wish to get very wet, I suggest you follow me.
Is that a peeing yourself joke? You didn't show her where the bathroom was.
Rodden, what's your
Unintentional.
deal anyway?
My deal?
Yeah, like why are you working for Strahd?
That is a long, involved story that I do not wish to get into right now.
All right, well, I mean, everyone can keep their secrets.
I almost wish I had Nana flirt with him instead of asking this. Oh well, too late now.
Wave was up here.
Yeah, Wave didn't follow you.
Yep. That was so cool. Honestly, I've never met a werewolf before, and that was really cool.
Did he tell
Dang,
him
I
for
should have
you?
asked him to transform.
Ah.
Huh? Sorry?
Strahd was just asking you the same thing that you were lamenting.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. I'm sure I'll get another chance.
Perhaps. Now, do you wish a comfortable place to lay your heads for the night?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Sure. I need to sleep this off anyway.
Excellent. And he claps his hands together and calls out, Cyrus! And you hear a clunk, click type of noise. And a strange looking man comes walking in. Yes, master? Cyrus, please go show these folks to their guest quarters for the evening. Ah, yes, master.
Is he one of your boyfriends too?
Strahd laughs a bit. No, he is a servant. Cyrus kind of pulls out his lantern and says, "This way, please." Starts lurching off.
Okay. And Nana will look to the party like, "Come on, dearies, let's go to bed. We've had a very long day."
Yeah.
And a little too much wine, and she's looking at Kale as she says that.
If I stand up, I touch Irene on the shoulder and I say, "We'll talk to you later, my friend."
I'll see you all later. And maybe sometime in the future. We'll get a little bit one-on-one time. And I wink at this guy here. And
Esther just
leave.
grins back at you. I look forward to
All
that.
right.
Nana
As
sighs.
do I.
Nana kind of sighs and mutters something about protection.
It's so good because it's like, it's like, it's coming off as flirtatious from Sarah, but it's really just Sarah just going like, "Man, I'm so excited for this hunt." Like,
Now I know there is
Nana-
actually a guest chamber in somewhere in the castle. It's just that for the life of me, I cannot find it at the moment.
yeah, the castle's big. It's hard.
Yeah, my question to you as players: do you have any interest in getting up and wandering around during the night, or are you going to stay and sleep the night in the guest room?
That is a really good question, actually.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
that's-
not a wanderer. Kale's not that brave.
Yeah, Nana's not gonna wander. There are things that go bump in the night, and she's not interested in facing them right now.
yeah. Once we're in this room, I say we need to help Tatiana too, apparently, because she has been charmed, if you know what I mean.
The girl's name is Gertruda. Tatiana is the previous a previous
Oh,
life of
oh,
Irina's.
sorry, Gertruda. Yeah, we need to help her.
Are we all in the same guest room together, or do we have our own separate rooms?
I think you're all being given the same guest room.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nana will sit down like, and how do you propose to do that, dearie?
I have no idea. I'm just telling you what we need to do.
She will not come with us. She is. What I have noticed that she seems happy, kind of where she is.
That's what I mean.
Roll an insight
Don't
check.
you know?
Insight.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I love insight. I do not, in fact, love insight.
Oh,
Then it's still exactly as you think.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, as I'm talking to her, I say vampires can charm people so they think they're happy. They can actually think that they are their friends.
Esther kind of
If we are to
comes
take
up
her
with you
from
and-
her,
Sorry.
if we
Esther
take,
joins you up there, then stays out in the lounge. Guest room, by the way, is a large bed sits in the center of this room. Its four corner posts supporting a black canopy trimmed with gold tassels. Several comfortable divans are placed about the room. There's a banded door in the west wall and a small unbanded door in the east wall. The bed is large enough for the good chunk of you to be laying on top of it. Thankfully,
What?
you have three
No,
elves
thanks.
in the party.
No thanks. I'll go sleep out in the lounge.
This is strange. The alignment for. I'm trying to get my tokens. Yeah. Okay. Also, why am I smaller than everyone else? Just noticed
giant.
that.
as Nana said, well, if we take her now, she will undoubtedly want to go back to Strahd. We need to find a way to undo this enchantment, yes? Cut the head of the serpent off?
Yes, but we can't fight Strahd
He's-
yet.
That's the
But he said we had a few years, so there is
guys.
no need yet, is there?
Gonna roll his eyes and just be like, you do realize she's probably safer in here than she is out there in Barovia, even with Strahd.
Yeah, but
Maybe.
I mean, she's slowly dying.
And
here.
did he
Like,
not say at dinner he was waiting a few years anyway? So we have a few years to cut the head off the serpent.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we have to do it right this now. In fact, if anyone thinks we can do it right this now, I swear I will smite you until you fall unconscious.
Hey,
Uh,
guys.
Wave her
guys,
finger, looking to everyone.
Guys, guys, and girls, can you close that door real quick?
Sure.
I also cast detect magic again in this room.
I'll use Eyes of the Grave here too and see if there's anything that shouldn't be here that's undead.
Once the door is closed, I'll take out my wand and I'll use it.
Ah.
Talking, we can't hear you.
Oh, sorry.
Mhm.
With that wand, you detect that this right here, that there is a trapdoor in the closet next to you.
Want to go exploring?
No, we don't want to do that either. We want to maintain our, what's the word am I looking for? Our relationship with Strahd as it is. We want him to think we're his allies.
Real quick, now that when I cast detect magic, did I see anything that would be any scrying or kind
Oh
of
yeah,
listening
sorry, I
ears
was
or
muted
anything
when I
like
said
that?
that. You didn't see anything magical. Didn't see anything undead.
Okay, cool.
Could we... Hey, Kale.
Hmm.
Could you send your familiar down there and check it out? He can go invisible, right?
Can't go invisible, but he's sneaky.
Yeah.
I mean, I could cast invisibility on him, I think.
Or perhaps we ought to see if anyone is going to come up into this room tonight. And Nana will look towards the lounge, pointedly, and then to Sarah.
Ah.
Um,
Huh.
yeah, the lounge, huh?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I was hoping to do this a little later, but just gotta, pretty up my neck, I guess, and
Actually, with that, you're going to glare from Ilaria.
If Sarah's going to go out there, Nana's going to cast protection from from evil and good on her. Like, don't forget for your protection, dearie, and cast it.
that make me smell bad. Okay.
Nana just gives him a
Before I go, I really want to real quick just touch base about the Red Shadow.
We're just gonna pretend the door is closed,
okay.
so I don't have to keep moving back and those things back and forth.
It's fine. Yeah. So it could either be his boyfriend or Rahadin. I think
Yeah.
it's pretty good. Cyrus is also an interesting suspect, but I think he's less likely.
Cyrus is the servant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't Morty say it had to be a noble?
True. So yeah, Rahadin could be a noble. I don't actually know.
Well, Rahadin seemed really fixated on the spot behind Irina, and he did make sure she sat there.
So, my plan is we just kill them both.
Okay.
I mean, they're both evil, so even if they're not the Red Shadow, they're pretty bad dudes. So
Wait, like now?
well, no, when the time comes, we just kill them both.
Yeah.
We just kill everyone. Why don't we just burn down the castle?
I'm so glad you're on the same page.
He's saying that like sarcastically, like.
It's Sarah. Yeah.
Sarah's just like, yeah.
And that's when
Yeah, I was like,
whenever Ilaria realized
seriously,
you're saying
dearie?
sarcastic.
That's my plan. I think that's what we should do. We should kill the people that are evil.
Kill the people that are evil. Thanks. No.
It's not a matter of evil or good for me. It's the ones that are undead that need to be eliminated right now. And the Red Shadow too, because he's controlling Strahd somehow.
That's the kind of reasoning that makes me not want to trust you when if I turn into a vampire. You know.
You're not going to turn into a vampire, or I will destroy you.
I will do so too. Remember, we made that pact, Yuri.
Oh, we did make that pact. Yeah, but
Layla
Kale
is
wanted
once
to be
again
alive.
face palming.
Kale wanted to be alive. Make a decision.
Nana
Not
looks to
really in
Kale.
on that death pact, guys.
Nana's gonna look to Kale like, don't worry, dearie. If you get turned into a vampire, I will make sure to give you a head start before I come smite you. And she'll
Lit-
smile.
Layla
Okay.
is
Well, that's
is
something.
basically saying, and this is why we shouldn't be entering into death pacts.
Yeah.
And looks over
We're into
at
a death
Kale
pact. I'm being volunteered.
and Nana and says, Nana and Sarah and says, by head start, are you talking about decapitation?
No, I'll just simply laugh.
Uh,
Seriously considering killing you in your sleep now, you know.
All right, you guys kind of like.
Don't be so silly, dearie. Nana will absolutely smile at Kale like, you'll miss me.
I mean, it wouldn't take much. Probably just a pillow over your face. You're old. I've killed older.
Excuse me. What?
Nothing.
I've killed far younger.
You've killed old ladies.
They attacked first.
What does that mean? How do you get into a situation where old ladies attack you?
Pitchforks, torches, pitchforks, just one of those
all right.
situations.
Actually, you know what? No, I get that.
Sarah, dear, Layla says, he's also a high elf, very old. He doesn't look it, but he is much, much older than anyone else in the group.
no, really, much older than Illyria.
How old are you?
Yeah.
That is 125.
I'm 1438.
Ah, yeah, much older.
Nana's 148.
Kale has been around a long time. He shows nothing for it, though.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I just
Sarah
like that
is the
from
baby
now.
of the group. She's 20.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to get going on this date. If you guys want me to do this now.
Alright,
Well.
so Nana cast protection from evil and good on her. Like,
And sending Squeak down the trapdoor? Or are we going to let the date go
The
first?
trapdoor doesn't seem to
which
be
one are we gonna do
opening
first?
anyway easily. It seems to be some kind of trick about it. In fact, I'll read the description of the closet for you. This closet, this small wood-paneled room reeks of mildew and has a 10-foot-high ceiling. Iron hooks line the walls, and a dusty black cloak hangs from one of the hooks in the center of the south wall.
Just up in the ceiling? The trapdoor? Or is it in the ground?
Let me double check that. I am not 100% on that. Alright. It swings down when unlocked. Secret trapdoor in the ceiling. There we go. It's in the ceiling. Sometimes I wish they would put markers on the trapdoors saying, up or down, just so that you can look at that and go, okay, it's in the ceiling.
I'm gonna send Squeak up to look at it. I don't think he's gonna do very good. Or if I'm doing it through Squeak's eyes, is it my investigation or his investigation?
It's his investigation.
Yeah, but if I'm looking through his eyes using my thing.
Oh, okay, then it's your investigation then.
See, who's smarter? No, I'm slightly smarter than Squeak.
Oh god.
Only slightly smarter than my familiar, okay? No. Can I call Sarah in here to look at it? He considers her
Sarah's supposed to be
smart,
going on a
but
date.
insane.
She's heading out into the lounge.
Okay, she's setting out. Are any of you guys smart?
Wave is.
no.
Sarah's
Okay, well, yeah, Wave is
just
another one
forget-
of you weirdos.
Sarah's just trying to get Wave as she
I'll
leaves.
message
It's like 10 feet up.
Yep.
Do you need fly?
you. Sure.
Ah,
I mean,
Ah,
is it
sorry.
a drop? Are we down or are we going up?
It's up.
Oh yeah,
It's
I
like
need
10
fly.
feet up. So
I need
I'll
fly.
I'll put fly on you. Why not?
Okay, I think the
Actually,
the size limits on this map are completely messed up somehow. I don't know why. I think that's why we're having problems.
you can fly for 10 minutes.
I'm gonna have to double the size of this map because I think. Oh no, wait. So. Yeah, I'm gonna double the size of this. No, I can't do that. God damn it! I don't know why that the map is. Oh, whoops! Hold on. The number cells.
Wouldn't worry too much about it. I mean,
Yeah, unless you get into a fight, at which point it will actually be
yeah,
relevant.
if we're
but-
fighting, then it would suck. But these squares are supposedly 5 feet, so that's a really tiny room.
No, that's my point. These squares would actually be the equivalent of 10 feet because of because this map is smaller than it should be. I think. Yeah, because this entire room over here is a 10-foot high room, and I think it's a 10 by 10 closet. It's a large closet because it's guest sort of room, and yet it's one square. So I'm gonna actually set that to 10 feet because there's no way that this is 5 feet. Well, actually, with the size of the furniture.
I mean, that could be a 10.
Yeah.
That takes up a diagonal, and that's what. So it's fine.
Yeah. Anyway, no, I'm just looking at it and going, there's something wrong with the sizes in this room. All right. So you're investigating that. Wave is high enough now to touch the ceiling. It basically looks like something that you'd probably have to deal with, use like thieves' tools, figure out how to open it, or like use the knock spell. Sarah, meanwhile, is heading into this room.
All right.
3 ornate lanterns hang by chains from the beams in the ceiling, each casting a dim glow. The carved west wall is fitted with 3 windows of leaded glass and steel latticework, showing off the night sky. A bookcase sits on the east wall between 2 doors. Plush, overstuffed chairs and couches are placed about the room. The fabric is faded with age and the patterns it depicts are nearly gone. Lounging on one couch is the handsome young man you met earlier at dinner. He smiles a bit at you. He's currently got a book in his hands, and he sets it down as you emerge from the room. Ah, and here I was a bit hoping that perhaps you would be coming out here.
Yes. Well, I did make a promise.
So,
Do you mind if I take a seat?
I'd be delighted. Come, sit down.
All right, I take a seat.
And what do I
So,
owe the pleasure of your company?
You know, just gotta, I want to know some stuff. And you've lived in this castle for how long? I don't know.
For
how
a
long?
while now.
Yeah.
I do fear that that Strahd is growing a bit tired of me, but no matter.
Oh, that sucks. I mean, you're really cool, so
Well, thank you.
I'm so bad at this. You gotta tell me though. What what's it like here? Like, what's the life like here?
It is never it's never boring when the master is interested in you, and even when he is gone bored, there are still pleasures to be found. And he holds up a book for a moment. A good book, perhaps. The view of the night outside. occasionally interesting guests.
Ah. Well, huh. I forgot what my goal here was. It was to hunt him, but I don't want to kill him now. Um, Tell me more about Strahd. I want to know his, like, his deepest, darkest secrets. I'm a bit invasive like that.
Well,
Things like, his crushes, his little mannerisms, his biggest weaknesses, things like normal things like that.
well, he enjoy whenever Titania has been reborn and comes back. From what I understand, he enjoys the art of courting her, or sometimes it's often needing to chase her down, because it has been instilled in her and her soul that she is to be afraid of him. But he longs for her love, which is not an easy thing to give. Meanwhile, there are those of us who have also grown to love him, that wish he would be happy with with someone other than Titania. But he
Yeah,
loved her before he was an undead, so it runs deep in him.
I getcha. I understand exactly what you're putting down. Is there any? You're close to him all the time. Is there any, like, noble-esque person other than yourself? This is a weird question to ask a suspect, I've realized. Um, is there anybody other than yourself that seems like kind of close to him?
Well, Rahadin is
As like a
very
noble?
close to him, of course. The only one who has been here longer than any of his wives. Even from back in his mortal days, if I understand right.
I didn't hear the name.
Rahadin.
Ah, okay. Ah, interesting. Okay. And have you noticed anything weird going on in Barovia?
I mean, other than the master being surprised, you and your friends suddenly arrived here in this lands? I did notice that you did not seem to answer his question, yet he invited you to stay nonetheless. Perhaps he is
Yeah.
hoping you would tell him after all.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. We don't actually know ourselves, but I like, we like to keep people guessing. I like to be mysterious. So,
Sure
how
kind
did I
of
tell
nods.
him
And he smiles at you.
all right.
So he's like, "You're not the only one here to interrogate sneakily."
Yeah. Sarah's just like flubbering really badly because she's not used to talking to people like this, and also her whole plan was to, like, for this date was to, like, kill him, but then she realized that she can't just kill him here.
And while you're flirting, possibly murdering him, Kale and Wave.
That is our name.
Yeah, so Wave, do you have thieves' tools?
I do.
It's a thing.
You try
That's not good.
you try, but you can't quite get them into any gaps. That's just too tight.
Have we tried just opening it?
You don't see any handle or mechanism on the trapdoor itself.
Can I make an investigation check to see if there's, like, a button I need to press?
I will tell you the description of the room. This small wood-paneled room reeks of mildew and has a 10-foot-high ceiling. Iron hooks line the walls, and a dusty black cloak hangs from one hook in the center of the south wall.
I will loot. What was I trying to open?
The ceiling hatch.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll check the code. What's in the code?
Roll an investigation check.
I'm rolling
You kind
low.
of gently pat the pockets and maybe turn one out, and nothing seems to be in there.
I'm gonna try my wand of secrets again.
All right.
Does it point
Use
me
an
towards
action to
where the
expend charges of secret door or traps within 30 feet of you. The one pulses and points down nearest you. One. You know what? I'm gonna allow it with the wand of secrets. Originally, it was pointing upwards at the trap door to alert you to it. Now it is pointing directly in front of you at the hook that the cloak is hanging on.
I will pull on that hook.
The trap door opens up above you.
Time to go.
A little rope ladder just kind of descends down.
He's gonna blow one of his his invisibility on Squeak and send him up there, I guess. Good luck, little buddy.
Did we actually need fly?
In fact,
he doesn't
as
need
you guys
fly,
are
but-
doing that, you detect a pungent odor coming from above. In fact, you even hear a soft cackling noise. Squeak goes up invisible. Green glowing wisps of steam bubble up from a fat black cauldron in the center of this dark, oppressive room. Surrounding the cauldron are several gaunt women in soiled black robes. These witches sit hunched on tall wooden stools, their tangled hair tucked under black pointed hats. They take turns tossing ingredients into the cauldron, uttering fell incantations and cackling maniacally.
I really want to just walk up and be like, "Hey, what you cooking?" Or the Squeak, with Squeak, but I'm not gonna.
Hey, what's cooking?
Hey, what's cooking?
What's cooking? Good looking.
Kale is going to relay that back to Wave and be like, "That doesn't look good."
I'm sorry I've been giving information to this guy that I should not be giving.
Bring Squeak back and pull the lever again and go tell the rest of the party.
The rope ladder rewinds itself back up, and the trapdoor closes. Sarah,
Kale's gonna come out of the
go ahead.
closet. Sorry, Kale's just gonna walk out of the closet. We're like, we got witches.
Congrats, Kale.
Nana's gonna go into the closet after Kale says that, and she's gonna burn a divine sense.
All right, let me see the distances on that.
I know. Let me see if I can find it. Right there it is. It is 60 feet.
I need to read to read your thing. Can you hit the text button for it, please?
I don't. I can't find the text box. I'll just copy and paste.
Okay. All right. Oh, okay. That's not behind total cover. Well,
Probably behind total
unfortunately,
cover,
the trapdoor is currently closed, which nets it as total cover. So you'd
Oh, well.
sense within this room that you're in and the room out there, and you'd pick up the undead that's sitting with Sarah, and you even get a slight whiff of something off of Kale, but he's definitely got a heartbeat. But it still just kind of pricks your sense a bit.
Okay. Nana's gonna walk out of the closet. Say, well, dearies, I can't see anything. But could be that the trapdoors. Well, did they say the trapdoor was closed? They had a
Yeah,
trapdoor
I
there?
closed it back up as
Yep.
soon as I pulled Squeak back because I don't want to play with those.
Mm-hmm.
They can get us in our sleep.
Shall we have watch for tonight then?
Sure, someone keep an eye on that door.
Sarah, meanwhile, you're still out in the hall? Out in lunch? What were you saying, Cal? I'm sorry. I was just trying to...
I just said, yeah, no, I was gonna say that Squeak would help watch, but
Okay.
if you're switching to Sarah, that's not a big deal right now.
Alright.
Oh yeah, I'm wrapping this up. Yeah, Sarah just kind of yawns and goes, "Well, it's been nice hanging out with you. Perhaps we can hang out more in the future."
Perhaps.
I
Good
gotta.
luck if you really do go hunting that rock.
Oh yeah, no, I'm a monster hunter. I'm really good at it.
Well, the
Probably
master
enough,
could use
but
such a woman in his employ.
yeah, I mean, I'm not to brag. I'm kind of the best. Anyway, I'm going to head to bed. It's been a long day of traveling, so I just want to hit the sack, and then I've got a hunt ahead of me. So gotta get as much rest as I can.
Alright.
Yeah. Sarah's getting more and more nervous as she spends time with this guy. Anyway, I'm going to go to sleep. So I'll see you.
Sleep well.
You cut out?
He's just about wishing you to sleep well.
Okay. Thank you. Closes the door and is sweating. I may have given some hints accidentally about how we got here. Otherwise, I think it was a successful date.
Do we need to check your neck?
Oh yeah,
I should have
I
warded
wouldn't know.
that off, dearie.
I wouldn't know if I got bitten. That's right. I show my neck.
I mean, you could be charmed.
I could be
This
charmed.
turns out
Although
spell
I don't.
protects against that, dearie.
Okay, well,
Oh.
I'm
Yeah,
not a
it
cleric.
interrupts.
That's true.
It's not.
I did have a protection.
There looks at you and smiles like, I told you needed protection.
I thought you were making a crude
Always
joke.
use protection, dearie.
Okay.
It prevents not wanted accidents.
Yeah.
Do we tell her about the closet now or in the morning?
The what?
Oh, Kale came out of the closet. Didn't you hear?
Oh, congratulations.
I was in there with Wave.
Oh, wait, too?
I look slightly annoyed.
Oh, congrats, guys. I'm happy for you.
No, but seriously, we really need to keep an eye on that door tonight. Both doors, probably.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you now because you're going to try to go up there.
well, now I really want to know.
Fine, there's witches or something making a potion in a cauldron. Please don't go up there.
Witches, you say?
How many were there? Like 4 of them?
You saw 3 or 4 of them. There might be more.
Let's not.
Okay. You know what? I'll respect that. Are witches considered monsters?
I mean, they seem up your alley, even if they're not monsters. Probably fiends? Maybe fae if they're hags.
Oh, definitely hags. I consider hags monsters, 100%. But I don't know if they're just some spellcasting
I mean,
idiots.
could I make a roll to know if I knew what kind of witch they were? If they were like humans or
Arcana.
what?
Give me an Arcana check.
Let's see. Yeah, they were doing some weird shit.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that they either are human or human adjacent, or were before getting really involved in magic. They aren't standard fiends or undead or fae. They did once belong to the mortal plane.
There you go. I tell you that.
Well, I mean, we have bigger fish to fry right now, so, you know, maybe we'll be a little on the way. So Sarah gets ready to sleep.
Kale is going to drape himself across this, whatever that is, that couch.
A divan?
Settle in for the night. Yes, and put Squeak on high alert for the night. So everybody gets a help action from Squeak for watch.
Right. I can spend the first half of the night on watch.
And then I'll take a watch.
Layla will spend the second half of the night on watch.
If you guys don't need help, Sarah's just gonna sleep through the night.
It's like, I feel like Kale wouldn't need to sleep through the full night, but he would do it despite you people. Nah, and make Squeak do all the work.
Alrighty then. So, people on watch, give me perception checks. At
With
advantage because of
I guess.
Squeaks. Yeah, Quentin doesn't end up seeing anything during all this. He's just kind of... Wave is just kind of asleep on his watch.
Between Layla and Alira, we were pretty much covered, right?
Yep. So, thankfully for you guys, nothing bad happens during the night. But the only thing that was observed while you were, those of you who are on watch, you did notice the little toy automaton guy occasionally moving to one side or the other side of the room and just staring at you in a
Jesus.
creepy way.
Thank God Kale's not awake to see that.
Same thing with Sarah.
Oh, there he is, kind of looking at it, going,
Eat my soul. It's gonna eat burnt toast.
interesting. Oh. But it's definitely a automaton and not living, right?
That thing doesn't ping his undead.
Does it ping his undead?
No, it does not, actually.
Huh.
Picture it looks a little. That's the only reason I was asking.
It's
Yeah.
a little bit freaky.
Just a little bit, right?
Let me double check. 'Cause I didn't think it was
Yeah,
undead.
just a little of it.
Looking at a construct. Yeah, it's not undead. Just a construct.
Hmm. Interesting thought. Oh, it's here. Okay, never mind.
We get a regular long rest.
Yeah, everyone got their nice long rest.
Okay.
Yay.
That's why I was burning
Cool
those
spell
detect magics.
Mhm.
Well, you found out about that room over there, and were able to keep yourself safe from it.
Yep. Yeah, I hope we're getting really close to end game stuff, and I'm really worried about Emily, but at least I think we are.
Still a lot of stuff we could do.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I
we're
think we're good.
nowhere near being able to defeat Strahd as it is, actually. So.
Wait, what's up with the creepy doll again?
That's my new pal.
Kill it
Um,
with fire.
The toy maker in Valaki mentioned something about it. I can't remember if he wanted us to bring it back or what. Something about it.
Yeah, I'm straight up grifting it from Strahd so I can give it to the toy maker.
I think we should probably let him know, like, that doll does not seem to have good intentions.
When do dolls
Actually-
have good intentions?
Actually, can I insight check the doll when
Go
you know
for
it?
it.
Let's see if I get something good. Damn.
There's something seriously creepy about the doll, but what you don't know for certain.
Yeah, I keep looking at the doll. It's like, and it also is like,
It
my
tilts its
sore head
head and
itches.
is staring at you now, Nana.
And I'm staring back at it. My eyes actually begin to shine with a holy light. And I reach for the sunblade. Like, I do not like that doll. Sierra dear, cage it.
Cage it.
Cage it.
By the way, I didn't describe this before, but there is actually a soft tick. There's like the soft side of clockwork coming from that thing at all times. By the way,
Need to be wound?
Okay.
Or does it just go?
it seems to just go.
Hmm.
I really don't like that thing. Can we get rid of it like right away?
Right now, perhaps.
I kind of just want to hold on to it until we get to the toy maker.
He did inquire about
Then
it.
move quickly.
I would just
Well, I
bring it to
mean,
we can just bring it to the toy maker and have him have a look at it. He doesn't have to keep it because like if it's possibly a danger to anybody and we vibe that out, then I won't leave it with him, but at least let him look at it like he wanted.
Oh, Cal, Cal, Cal.
I mean, I never rolled any con saves or anything for all the wine you drank, so I don't know if I have a hangover or not.
Would you like to do that now?
Sure. They. Oh, no, he did pretty good. He can hold his wine.
Yeah, and he was sipping it for a long time, so I'm pretty sure he's able to handle it.
I mean, he was savoring it. He
Exactly.
really wanted to swill it.
Well, then it's going to turn. I don't know. I have no idea if Nana's going to look away from this doll or not. Right now, she's just staring at it. In this staring contest.
Oh, yeah,
So, do we wait for someone to come get us, or do we just go?
Yeah, you actually that same spiraling staircase that took you guys all the way down to the dungeon is the same one that took you up here. It's the same staircase. The one room that you passed through that I did not describe that I will do so now, is you passed through. That is K47. This is what you passed through earlier with the servant. You come to a dark landing, 10 feet wide and 20 feet long. A cold draft of wind rushes down the spiral staircase at the north end of the east wall and whistles mournfully through the room before streaming down the stairs to the south. An ornate, which is actually where you guys came up from. You came up from the southern of these two areas. An ornate square rug covers the floor to the south. Set into the west wall is an iron-bound wooden door with a wooden trapdoor set into the floor in front of it. Hanging on the wall above the trap, framed portrait with a serene yet penetrating gaze, which would be actually of Strahd as immortal. But you saw these things as you came through, so you can easily make your way back downstairs, or you can wait here. Up to you.
I think we should just go.
Let's go downstairs and see if he's awake.
It's a vampire. Does he really sleep?
As you guys pass through pass through the lounge and look at the windows, you can tell that it's daytime.
Okay. Well, I mean, we basically kind of confirmed what we wanted to know. One of the things we wanted to know is that we've gotten information about what the Irina situation is, and now we know we have a couple of years, which is more than enough time.
Well,
that's for Gertrude. I don't know if that's for Irina.
Oh, God, why did I say? Never mind. Okay. I don't know why I got them mixed up. Okay, but we now know the situation, kind of.
yeah,
Like, we know what the situation at the castle is, and we know that it's not super urgent, but it is still pressing. So, and we've also got a position under Strahd, I guess.
Yeah, I think for his allies at this point in time, which we need to keep that up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna probably go on this hunt for what everyone wants to do.
Rock hunting. I volunteer Sarah.
Excuse me, I'm the hunter. I'm never the bait. Nice try.
Nana was like, I can do it, darling.
Don't know. You don't look all that tasty.
Nana smiles. Well, would you like to be bait, dearie?
Particularly?
Then there's no need to worry about it, and she'll pat Kale's head.
Who has the most meat? Who has the most meat on their bones? Among us?
You mean hit point?
Wave just kind of like a. Would Wave be kind of like a gusher?
Hmm? Wait, what?
Wave be kind of like a gusher? Like,
Wave is extra juicy.
that's what I'm saying.
Mm. Could we like put some like beef bouillon in him before we put him out there? Does he work that way?
I'm just gonna ignore what y'all are saying. It's incredibly offensive.
Is it?
Yes. I don't talk about his pointy ears or her pointy ears or her pointy ears, right?
I think it's because
Of
everyone
your
likes
lack
pointy
of
ears.
color. And I
Pointy ears
can't
are
be
sexy.
damned. And what? Hmm.
Nano will pat Wave.
I'm gonna drink
I'll
some.
be-
Oh, Grace, quick question.
Go for it.
Is my carriage alcohol done?
What?
He was brewing beer, or he was brewing something in the back of the carriage,
Oh,
which is outside
you're
the door, I think,
right.
to the castle.
I've been doing that for a while now.
How long ago did you start that?
I think about 4 in-game days, 4 to 3 in-game days. I don't know.
It was right before we left for Morty.
Mm-hmm.
And you're probably
Or
still.
it might have been even before
you're
we
still
left, before we
fermenting.
killed the.
That sort of stuff takes time.
I
Doesn't
think it
take
might
like
have been before we killed the mayor or the burgermeister.
it was at the same time we were trying to murder the Burgermeister. Yes.
So that was like a day or two ago.
Yeah. I'm gonna drink wine. Where is the wine? It's in the cellar. That's gonna kill me if I go there. I will ask a servant to bring me wine.
You do not.
Yeah,
see
can we get
any
a bottle or
servants.
3 for the road?
It's all eerily quiet at this point.
Maybe we should.
I will
Maybe
go
we
into my
should-
pocket and take out some alcohol because I don't imagine me not having alcohol on me. I will just drink a straight up vial of acid. No, I won't because that's gonna do that. I mean, I have acid resist. I'll drink a straight up vial of acid. That's fine.
If this is the room that the dining hall was in, Kale would peek in there before we leave.
I would too.
All right.
Is it empty? Is there
Yeah,
continental breakfast laid out?
You poke your heads in and nothing. It's all, dark. No one's in there. The glasses and tables.
Want to go and
sets have
play
all been
with the
taken away.
organ?
Nana
play
looks
with the
at it
organ?
like, does anyone perchance have a piece of paper? It'd be
I don't know
awfully
how to
rude
play the
without a
organ.
note.
I have paper and good penmanship.
Well, why don't you write a note thanking him and tell him we're off to go kill this rock of his? It's the least we can do, after all.
Sure. Let's write a letter. I don't know exactly what to put, but
So, Kale, you said you're playing with the organ?
no, I was thinking about it, but I don't think he actually would.
Okay.
That might be a little too presumptive of him. He wants to. Hey, Squeak, go jump on the keys.
Nana suggested we write a letter and put it on the organ, somewhere where Strahd would see it.
So write a letter, dear Strahd. Oh, not dear Strahd. Strahd, off to kill your rock. TTYL. The party.
Say thank you for his hospitality.
Oh,
we
yes,
greatly
yes.
enjoyed it. Then Nana's going on say like also, tell him we're off to go kill this rock, and we hope that we might be extended another invitation should we prove successful. Should we prove
He
not
did
successful?
promise that I could see his wine cellar if I killed this thing. So yes, okay. So, yeah, letter, and very carefully put it on the organ, on the keyboard of the organ.
Alrighty.
Want to press a key so bad. What's a willpower check to see if he does it? Wisdom? Oh yeah, he's pushing one of the keys
Okay,
as he's putting the letter down.
roll performance check. Let's see what happens.
Oh Jesus, a performance check.
Yep. You start hitting random keys, and in the sort of no sane person would possibly ever hit the keys. And as a result, the hidden passageway behind the organ starts opening.
What?
Results the results of your
Don't
turn.
ask me how I did that. Not going to happen again.
Oh no! Oh no!
When did I?
The castle courtyard is visible through arrow slits in the north and west walls. Leaning against the walls are mirrors of various sizes, some as tall as a human and others small enough to fit in a backpack.
The heck, guys?
What
Did you just
did you
open this
do? Layla groans.
I was impulsive.
While they're passing the organ, Nana's going to snatch the letter in case they ran into Strahd, so she has an excuse to why they were, wandered in there.
well, now we can't not explore this place now. You realize this? We can't not go in there.
I mean, we cannot go in there.
Oh no, you have a choice. I don't. I have to go in there.
It's been 12 things, and it occurs to me, without Layla here, there's no party mom or party dad in this group.
Stop us.
I mean, like, Nana's party grandma, but she's also party enabling grandma.
You do realize that when it comes to being a grandmas are the ones that hand out the candy and get the kids all riled up until giving them back
don't
to
have
their
to deal with it.
to their
Hey,
own
Grandma
kids.
gave me some sugar, and now I'm touching everything.
Exactly. You don't want a party grandma.
There's a party
It's
grandma.
scary.
So, are we doing this? We're fine. You know what? I'm stepping inside, or I'm sending Squeak inside.
We should not until we come back.
So there is a voice of reason still in the party. Yay, Ollaras.
Well,
Aw.
yeah. I mean, out of character, she's lawful neutral, which means she'd want to follow the rules. And I'd say, but out of in character, I say, we are his guests, not random searchers of his castle. Let's go.
Sarah pouts and goes, "Aw."
Squeak, no fun for you.
So Nana will put the note back on the organ.
Sorry, we
do-
opened your secret door.
do
I don't know how
you,
to close it.
You push the organ back into place. It seems to be able to move easily.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's move the organ back into place.
So you move it back into
carefully.
place, and there is a click, and it holds fast.
We're never getting that open again, right? We lost our chance. Sarah will figure it out.
I mean,
Hear me out. Blow up the organ.
That's a beautiful instrument.
I'm hearing you out, and I like what I'm hearing.
Don't encourage her to blow things up.
Not right now, when the castle's eventually ours, or before then, perhaps.
Oh yeah, we'll be doing some major remodeling. I'm thinking like maybe.
Just burn the whole thing to the ground.
Oh, well, I don't want to start from the ground up. I still want to keep some of the pretty stuff, but like.
Don't stone burns.
But like, maybe nix on the gargoyles. That's all I got right now. I haven't seen the whole castle.
Maybe drain the basement.
Yeah, drain the basement. That's a weird problem. I don't know why they haven't fixed that. He seems pretty rich.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to care much about his surrounding. I mean, the rest of I think this dining room has been the only not down place.
Maybe he's doing it for the aesthetic.
You think he's doing the creepy vampire vibes? He's going to goth chic.
Why not?
He is a creepy vampire.
Who knows?
Out of
Maybe his
here.
secret, maybe his sanctum is filled with pink and rainbows and
Oh
ribbons
lord.
and
He's got like a
Things of the
fairy
thrilling
princess
nature.
bedroom.
Oh god.
Does anybody remember how we got in here?
Right and to the left, I think.
No.
I thought there was a door. Yeah, over here.
Hmm.
I think nothing is going to jump us on the way out. I'm not moving too much in case we get ambushed by something.
Soon you leave the castle. And once again, find yourself on the road. Gazing at you, looking a bit nervous.
Nana's gonna go try to calm the horse.
Animal handling, please.
Hey. Good one.
The horse quickly calms under your influence and nuzzles at your hand.
Alright. Unfortunately, I don't have any treats, so I just pat the horse extra.
Hmm.
I mean, he didn't really give us anything more than to the south. Frozen mountains to the south.
Yeah.
So down here.
Shall we keep walking until we find the mountains then?
And we find the rock later because we have a good hunter, right, Sarah?
Yeah, well, best thing to do is find out where its nest is. I mean, mountains are obviously the best bet. That's where he told us where they were. So
He mentioned it when I mentioned that I like the frozen
Yeah.
places. So and he said to the south, I think. So
yeah, I mean, I could imagine a big bird like a rock, likes mountains. So, thing is, it's a really big bird, so we're going to see it before it gets to us, most likely.
I
if it's
hope.
flying above the clouds, not likely.
Even if it does dive for us from above the clouds, we'll still see it coming. It's big.
We'll see it
Uh,
coming just right to us, you mean?
What exactly do you know about rocks, Sarah?
I
This
rolled
is
a
it.
really
This
good
is
nature
a
check.
please roll a good nature check so we know what
She
to
did.
expect.
She rolled like a 22, I think.
Yeah, like a 23 or something like that. So, just looking up the rock, monster manual really fast. Yeah, they are just really big predatory birds. They rival. They're almost like some of the oldest dragons in size, basically.
To kill this.
Apparently they were pets of giants.
Are they flammable? I mean, you seem to be good at that.
As any other living creature is, yes.
I don't know about Wave. He doesn't look very flammable.
I don't want to be flammable.
Starts looking at Wave and, I wonder if you are flammable.
Just remember to burn down the lost place.
Yeah, it was you.
Exactly.
He burn or boil?
Hmm. I'm sorry. Are we being really offensive to you, Wave? I just realized because like you did say we were being offensive to you, but like, are we being offensive to you in the Genasi way?
You're being offensive against the Genasi. You're not being offensive against me, if that's what you're worried about. But keep on commenting about how he's whether or not he's flammable or how damp he is. It's not really the epitome of I don't know.
I'm
I mean,
sorry.
I can think of a million things. Like, do you have to worry about algae? Too easy.
Do you have to worry about tree mites, tree hugger,
Ooh.
pointy ear?
He's like,
Ooh.
he just laughs. He said, I've heard them all. I'm old
Okay.
enough to be your relative several times.
Yeah, Kale's got age on you.
Hmm.
All right, so we're
Alright.
just gonna travel then.
Yep, you guys have made it back to that one particular spot. I will read the description for you. Even here in the mountains, the forest and the fog are inescapable. Ahead, the dirt road splits into two. You're currently on the eastern path. You originally came up to the south at one point, and this time around you came from the west because you were coming from Vallaki. There you see two patches of cobblestone, suggesting that the one you're currently on was very important, and the one to the south is still quite used. And that's about it for any extra description to refresh your memories on.
How to get there. Not that there was anybody to ask.
Hmm.
I think we should go and get rid of the doll and maybe inquire how to get
Oh
to
yeah,
the
we should probably
mountains.
also check about how things are going in Falaki as well.
Yeah, we should definitely hit Vallaki, so
If that's the way we should go, then yeah.
metagaming wise, I think we do have to go that way to get there. I think we have to go past the Wizard of Wines, maybe.
I don't even remember where it is on the map.
It's like down here, if I'm. It's somewhere down south.
I think it
I think
actually
this
might
is the
be.
bridge.
Yeah, I think it might be somewhere around there. I'm not actually sure, but I mean, we know it's by the Snowy Mountains, so we're gonna go towards there anyway.
I think we do have to go to Vallaki to get down there, road wise.
Yeah.
I mean, we might be able to overland it, but not with the wagon.
Yeah, I don't see any. Yeah, I don't see any roads leading a shorter path. So
Then to Vallaki, I guess.
Back towards Vallaki? Alright. Wind. You spot the windmill in the distance. Wind. Back to Vallaki you go.
Hmm.
Okay, first things first, gonna stop by the toy store.
Yes. I do not like.
Sorry, getting to the right page. Here we go. So, the toy store is open, and Bunce is inside, still wearing his comical hat and everything like that. Do you walk in with the toy?
Yeah.
Oh, hello, my friend. Ah, and he claps his hands together. Oh, you found it.
Yep.
I mean, we're technically borrowing it, but
I must see it. I must learn from it. His eyes shine upon seeing it.
probably going to kill you in your sleep, just so you know.
This is von Lurigan's greatest invention. Ah. His masterpiece. I will offer you any toy here you desire. Anything at all.
Dude, Layla
Um,
wanted the monkey.
Oh yeah, get the monkey for Layla.
Oh, yes. Oh, you come here, Piccolo. Monkey, and hops down. These are nice people. They will be your new friends. More than just told me. I promised anything that they wanted. I'm sure they'll take good care of you. And maybe you can visit it when you return to town? And he kind of looks at all of you.
Sure.
And he carefully...
No,
hands...
Kale.
I mean, I gave them 3 kobolds.
We lost
Yeah.
2 of them.
Yeah.
Only mine
Party
survived.
pets never last.
Only mine survived because it was staying back a bit after it lost one of its weapons. But yeah. So he carefully hands over the monkey in the tutu dress to you.
That's Layla's monkey. That's hers. Pretty sure she wanted to steal it, so we got it for her legit.
There's like a look on his face as if, like, really the fun would have been to try to steal it, but maybe she's happy anyway. We'll find out we'll find out in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah.
I don't know if she'll be. She might have just wanted to take it because she wanted to steal the monkey.
If we're ending here, I'm gonna hand off.
Yeah, I think this would actually, since we we want Layla's reaction. I think this would be the best place to stop it.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
wanna.
bye.
Yeah, I don't wanna do like the hunt or anything without her.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I do feel bad that we did like a lot of castle stuff without her, but it's all right because we'll be coming back to the castle, so it's
Yeah. She just wasn't there to stop you for doing anything stupid.
Good thing Ollera was, right?